Hello, I am Tina Lopez Botello, and I would like to introduce you to Yasmin Medina.
Hi.
Okay, so Yasmin, before we begin, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm 19 years old and I've been watching anime for about 7 years, I can say the most. I mainly watch like very like magical girls, very like girly kind of anime, but I'm also into horror anime.
Thank you, Yasmin. Now, I know that you're part of a different couple Discord communities, so I want to talk about the anime Discord community we're a part of. What are some terms among the anime Discord community?
So some of the terms we use in the slang is canon and ship. We use the terms canon to refer to something that is confirmed by the creator of an anime or manga, and we use the term ship to refer to two or more characters that we like together.
How do you think people perceive you for the type of language you use?
Unfortunately, I think some people perceive me as childish and very weird in a way.
Uh, what do you say are some assumptions that people outside the discourse community often make about the community?
People often assume that we all watch hentai and we're all like super obsessed with like Japan and like things and we just want to live there and like speak the language and like absolutely like oh my god like konnichiwa and stuff like that. Super cringy stuff.
When telling someone you are a part of this community, what is a common response that you get?
So they automatically think that we watch Japanese cartoons, which is completely different from anime, and that we are super obsessed with like hentai basically, which is not how we're all seen. Like yes, there's some people that like that kind of thing, but not all of us. And we are not all super like cringy into like stereotypes of like Japan, and we're not all trying to learn Japanese.
What are some stereotypical types, and do you fit under them? Stereotype.
Uh, so some of the females, automatically when you meet like a guy, they're automatically oh, so what kind of anime do you watch? Because they automatically think we watch like super like girly animes like Sailor Moon, or like we just watch the basics, and we're not actually cultured, quotations cultured, and they assume that we don't know anything, or we just watch it for the hype, or we just when in reality some of us do watch it for the hype, and some of us don't really like anime, but some of us are very picky with our shows, but some of us are fully will watch anything, anytime, anywhere, and fully committed to it.
Okay, so you do agree that females are portrayed differently in the community.
Not all of it, but most of the people I've personally met have been very, in a way, kind of rude about it and not very nice. Some are like, "Oh wow, like, do you watch this?" And then I'm like, I respond with yes or no, or just like, very nice people, but some people are very rude about it.
What have you learned from being a part of the community?
I've learned how to like make costumes. Like part of the anime community is cosplaying, and cosplaying is basically dressing up as your favorite character. But cosplay is different from what everyone sees as like costumes. It's more like a kind of like a thing we do, like a hobby, because a lot of people do make their own costumes, and they do take time with making the wigs, fixing them, styling the way so they can look exactly or semi like the characters they're trying to portray. And I learned a few things, how to like fix wigs, how how to like hairstyle stuff, how to make stuff, how to basic stuff from home, like cereal boxes and stuff like that. I've met a lot of good people. Also, Tina. I met Tina because me and her both read the same manga, and I've made a lot of good friends. I've been part of really good communities, both good and bad.
Lastly, are there any assumptions that you'd like to clarify to accurately represent this language use?
I like to clarify the terms weeb and otaku. The people always get mixed up on the terms. The term weeb is an offensive term used to describe someone who is obsessed with Japanese culture, while the term otaku is used to describe someone who likes or watches anime.
Okay, well, those are all the questions that I had. Thank you so much for today.
Yeah, no problem.